You see, Moonage Daydream, guys, is more like a documentary. Or is it a film about artists? Or is it a film about anything? What is this? Yeah, so I came back from the film Moonage Daydream, and it's a really good film. If you're like a big fan of documentaries, this is the film for you, obviously. Yeah, you could say obviously it's about David Bowie, but it's definitely about him. It's not just that, oh, he walked up to the shop today and he said, oh, this is my pal who's gonna work with the music with me. No, it's more like interviewing a person and then talking about his life, and then it's more like a movie about a person. They're just thinking about his religion, or thinking about his work, or thinking about who he lives with and whatever, or what is the world about. It's that sort of movie, and as you know, and if you watch the film, and nobody really watched the film, I don't think, because if they did, say, hey Craig, watch this film. Hey Craig, did you hear of Moonage, Daydream? No. Well, I don't know why lots of viewers where I live, actually, lots of people want to see this film, and if you really want to know about documentaries, if you really want to know about, well, you already know what a documentary is, but I mean, like, if you really want to know about people's lives around artists, get it? Because music, artists, performing artists, it's yeah. So, yeah, okay, so there's lots of documentaries about ABBA, there's lots of documentaries about mostly everything else, but I mean, because the only thing about ABBA is there's lots of documentaries at ABBA around the world, and how do I know that? Because I am a big fan of ABBA. And I'm not really a big fan of David Bowie, but if there was if there was loads of music and I came up and I was booking a ticket for a concert about every artist, like 4 artists, music bands, and I had to pick one of them, like all of them are boring, but not the third or second or whatever one, and it was David Bowie. I'll probably watch David Bowie because he is a really good, I think, person, because I related to him mainly in some of the film, not all of what he said, but most of the things he said, because he doesn't connect well with people. I don't connect well with people. I like making my own stuff, like videos and whatnot. And I'm into what I'm into. Everybody's into what they're into. I mean, like, not all of them, not all of the people in the world, but you know what I mean. But yeah, so David Bowie has a certain religion. I have a certain, we have all things in common. We all have things in common, guys, don't we? We have a certain thing in common. We like this, we like that, we have this, we have that, and apparently, all the things I remember in the film is the religion bit, the world of performing, the world of art that he likes personally. I think it was his hobby mainly, and then his job of being an artist. And the music artist is his main job. And I didn't mind. I'm not really into, dare I say, people who are thinking about their religion and stuff. But I mean, it really drags on about his religion and what he thinks of what life is going to be about, or who is with him, and more like a ghostly god kind of figure. It's not just Jesus, it's not just Muhammad, it's not just this, it's not like that. It's probably another thing and stuff, and I do get it, but I don't believe that in that sort of thing, personally. I don't believe in it, but I understand what he's getting at, because there's somebody looking after you personally in a God kind of way, but you don't know what it is. I personally do know what my God is, but but I don't know if people know what their God is. You know what I mean? So I get that too. The moves, I got a list, by the way, and finally on a piece of paper. But I mean, because normally I would show my piece of paper in videos, but now I did, because I am really concentrating on what I remember. Apparently, because I have listened to all his music, I'm not a complete fan of this or that, but David Bowie, I do like David Bowie. I do love David Bowie, but I'm not a huge fan. I'm not just any fan. I'm not any sort of fan of David Bowie. I'm just saying I love David Bowie. I love ABBA. I like this. I like that. I'm a huge fan of those people, but I'm not a fan of David Bowie. But I am hugely love David Bowie, though. So I'm just saying, you know what I mean? I like his music. I like his style. I like the way about everything, but I don't really believe what he kind of. Okay, I do believe what he says, but I don't believe in what he thinks about life and stuff. Because the only thing I relate to him personally is mainly what he says about stuff like, oh, we don't know if we're really good at this. Like, for example, who we believe in, and there's a certain sort of thing that we think of and he also said about it does everything in this movie that you have to remember, like the religion bit and the aging bit, and there's also aging conversations about the aging, the religion and music, and the way he thinks about style and music and glam and whatever. But it's I don't know why, it's just I think it's one of those movies and one of those things you like, but I don't know how I can think on, really think about the review. So I am just going to say I love this film to pieces. It's more like, because you watch because so far this is more like my 6th or 5th film about artists, bands, whatever, because I watched Rocketman, I watched Abbott the movie, I watched Bohemian Rhapsody, Elvis, and this is the new one called Moonage Daydream. I can't. If I said Daydream Moonage or Moonage Daydream, you know what I'm on about. I can't really speak today. I'm in a wash. No. Every time I say I'm in a wash, sometimes I mean it, sometimes I'm just saying things. But I mean, like, yeah, I'm not in a rush. I'm speaking so quickly so I can remember what I'm saying, and I have got it on piece of paper as well. I've got it on piece of paper, but I'm just because everything is in here and everything's in here. So I'm just saying. So this is why I'm probably rushing a little bit, but I'm not really rushing. So I don't know really. He talked about, oh, when you're in your 30s, you have this thing that you don't really like, but you have a 20 sort of vibe when you're in your 20s and you have more experience and have more style with this. It's all complicated, but I did like everything to the start, and it was all about the 70s, and in 1972, I think, when he was worldwide famous in the UK, and then he went to other countries and stuff, like he went to Germany for some reason. He also moved to Los Angeles, I think. I'm not sure. He went to other places in the world for something to do with his music. And I've watched the film already. I know what I'm on about. I'm not just saying this because I think, oh, did that happen or did it not happen? No, I do know what happened. But I mean, like, it's all complicated, as I said before. So as again, if you like documentaries about artists or documentaries about everything, like whatever, you'll probably love this film. And if you don't like David Bowie, don't watch this film. It's all over the place with him, what he likes, what he doesn't like. And I do like this film. I'm not saying I hate it or this is complicated. It already is complicated, but I mean, like, everything in this film is good. Like the way things are with and everything is superb. Like, he talks about his art, his pictures are really good, and the way he talked about filmmaking. I like art, I like filmmaking. This is sort of my cup of tea. This is my street. But I mean, like, you know what I mean. So yeah, so this is what I'm saying. So I like filmmaking. That's up my street. That's part of me, part of him sort of relationship, even though he's dead. David Bowie. Yeah. So so we have a sort of connection. He doesn't speak well with people properly. I don't know why, he just doesn't. I understand that personally because I have issues with talking to people. Me and David Bowie is the same sort of so If he likes art, I like art. If he likes filmmaking, I like filmmaking. So we have something in common. Don't know why, but so yeah, and isolating. I mainly do isolating. Don't know why, but I do. He isolates sometimes. So we had loads of issues in this film. Obviously, I don't know why. I feel like this is what happens with people who have really. I don't know. Some creators out there have this sort of issue. Probably, I don't know. Like I'm a creator myself, but I never had this sort of issue really. So I don't understand this. But David Bowie does. So you can ask him when you die, because he's already dead and you can't talk to a dead person. So yeah, this is all I got. If you really like, if you ever watched this film, that's really good of you. That's a good achievement right there. Because this is, if you hated this film and you just came out of the cinema already, don't watch this video. But I mean, like, I have nothing really about that. I say, not because I say this in every single review video that I got nothing. I have really got nothing why David Bowie likes this, hates that, likes this, hate that. It's more like an interview. It's more like a film about an interview about him, about something else altogether. And this is, I never seen this sort of thing so far, or forever actually, and this is the first time watching a film all about a certain thing, so bear with me there, okay? And I did enjoy it. I'm not one of those people who watch it, fall asleep because it's really long and boring. It was mainly like 2 hours and of this film, so credit for me, I did good. But yes, so this is all I got, people. Thank you very much also for the 259 subscribers. I do appreciate that, because this is, so I went on YouTube the other day on my YouTube channel and I noticed how much subscribers I got, and this video is probably going to release somewhere like 2023, I don't know, but so far I'm just saying thank you very much. It's probably now in this year is going to be around 290 now, but I'm just saying thank you very much for the subscribers, because if I don't say it, I'm not going to go there, but I mean, like, if I don't say it, people get annoyed. Not because I'm just saying it for nothing. I really am saying it because I'm thankful that you're liking my stuff and my videos and my live streams and whatever. So I'm really thankful that you're putting the effort into subscribing to a boring person. No, I'm not a boring person, but some people say that I am. I don't know why people think they are. That they think that I am boring, but they're obviously wrong. Obviously, I got everything down on paper, and to me, David Bowie is he was really popular at the time. He wasn't that popular in the 90s and the 2000s, in the 2010s. He wasn't popular in those days, but it was really famous, popular, everything in the 70s, 60s, and 80s. So, just saying there. Okay, so, and he had more issues. Okay, he had more issues than the ABBA group, than Elton John, than Queen, whatever. They had issues, but they had more important issues. David Bowie, to me, is a really incredible creative person, and if I had to look up to really boring singers that I don't really like but I do like at the same time, I would look up to David Bowie. I wouldn't look up to all these other boring singers from this century or this generation. But yes, I know that David Bowie's not in this generation any longer, but I mean, like, he probably is in spirit, because he's got really good art, he's got really good music. I know it's probably 70s and 80s and 90s music, but I'm just saying, some people don't really like that style, but I do. I know you probably don't, but I do, okay? Don't be horrible about me. Just take that, okay? Just take that and, get used to it. I don't like all the old things, but I do like some old things. Okay? Like David Bowie, for example. Obviously, I forgot loads of things in this movie, and with the other reviews that I did in the past, I said, "Oh, remember this bit? It's really, really good. Oh, remember this bit? It's really exciting." But because I done everything else when I'm making this video, so I done everything else. After watching the film, I've been shopping, I done this, I done that, cleaned the house, cleaned my home. So I done everything else after the film, so I didn't remember all of it. I've got things down, because I got a brain like, I got a memory like a sieve. So when I say sieve, I don't mean like sieve, like Star Wars sieve, but a sieve like tossing. Sorry, that was the wrong word, but cooking. Tossing, not whatever. But anyway, yeah. So yeah. As I said again, I have loads of stuff to do after the film, and then I'm making this video. So if I didn't cover all the stuff that I remember, that is why. So not because I'm lazy, or not because I am stupid, I'm boring young person who can't remember everything. It's just because I've done everything else. I watched this film, I should have got things ready and stuff, and then I watched the film and then I made the video. But I was all over the place when I'm making this video, today. So yeah. So anyway, thank you very much for watching this part. I'm not sure if there's a part 2 or whatever, but thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.